Sure. So, guys, as we are here with the four strength means Navneet, Sam, Alam, and Deepak. So, we are having a today's topic means gender equality. Some sort of thing. We will also talk about the feminism and all. And here we'll talk about especially gender equality and women's empowerment. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So, Alam, as you are a content writer, you perform the content writer, and even you wrote a book even. So, I would like to know a beautiful definition. What you consider under gender? What is gender equality and women empowerment? If you can relate it. Well,
Actually,
as far as your
really,
experience is, or what is your consideration? That's all. No book knowledge, huh? No book.
yeah. Actually, it is very difficult to tell right now because when I have seen the topic, I want to search on the internet, but here is no time because I saw the late on the topic, but no problem. I'm just trying to tell about that on my experience and on my basis of knowledge.
Sure.
Yeah. Where is the topic is, I think...
Gender equality and women's empowerment.
Gender equality and women's empowerment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think in India, after independence, the scenario has been changed. And if we are talking about modern India, I'm talking in context of Indian context, okay. Then here is till now but we are seeing so many changes on our society, but we are facing also right now so many problems. Even gender equality, even gender discrimination. If we are saying in Indian context about gender equality, then you can say it is a big problem in India because people not able to accept right now to equality about women and men. Because if you will go anywhere in our society, then they think only if women, it means they work only in home, not in any other place like teaching or any other job.
Oh, fair enough. Mr. Alam, you takes a lot of time to produce one logical reason, so you need to work on it, all right? We're going to come back to you. We're going to really come back to you. So prepare your answer in a sophisticated way so that you can deliver your speech in precise manner. All right?
Okay.
Fine. So, gender equality, I would like to know about from Navneet.
Surely. Well, I do believe gender equality is a very, is an ultimate phenomena because being a female, I do feel that we are living in a patriarchal society where males are having dominance over the resources. If a girl is going to marry, then she has to leave her maternal house, and she has to, adjust too much in the family of in-laws that she sometimes has to, miss her own identity. So it's something which is not so good. And I do believe that, in this patriarchal society or a male-dominant society, women are lacking in gaining some kind of opportunities in, employability or other sort of phenomena because
gaining.
We are lacking because, we
You
have
mentioned
to
lacking and gaining as well.
Sorry, can you please say the whole sentence?
I'm really sorry. I apologize to interrupt. You mentioned lacking and gaining as well. You mentioned we are lagging. Yeah, we are lagging and gaining some sort of rights and others. This is what you mentioned.
Well, I was about to say that women have to sacrifice their jobs, their employability for the sake of family.
Okay.
So I haven't completed my sentence.
Okay, I found gaining, so I just wanted to understand what was the gaining. Okay, go ahead, Navneet. I won't stop you.
It's okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So these were my thoughts actually.
Can you repeat once again so that will be purely clear?
Yeah, I do believe that in this male-dominant society where women are still not having that kind of rights that should be granted to us. And moreover, most of the times you encountered that women are not having a kind of, privilege as enjoyed by the women in the Western countries. Indian scenario is different and bit, away from the same. So that's it.
Well, so what we can do exactly, Deepak?
Yeah.
How far you are right? I would like to I would like to pick one question from her statement. She said like woman has to sacrifice her job and leave the current family to adjust herself a lot to a new family.
No, in terms of, in some particular terms, he is right, but we had to understand everyone having some different kinds of role. Okay, like some kinds means most of the times women's remain for homemaking. Okay, and males always going for earning. Okay, so they are the process we are continue from the past days to maintain the balance. Okay, among the family. Okay. But first of all, I'd like to say I believe on equality, not in feminism. Okay, so I mean to say that in some cases, girls is sacrificing so many kinds of things. Okay, and men's be always means playing a dominant roles in the society. That is right. Okay, that's my opinion on her point actually.
Well, Sam, do you have any story from your side? Like you found the woman should be empowered at the point at some
Yes,
point.
they should, because
No,
they are also
we are
part of a nation.
encouraging.
May I?
Yeah, please proceed.
Yeah, sir. So I was saying that every every person is a part of a country, and women are also the part of the country. For the development of the nation, everyone should get equal opportunity and responsibility, so that they can develop. For example, if we see after independence till now, women's literacy growth had been increased much more rapidly than men. For example, 11.8% is the women's literacy growth, and men's it is 6.5. So I am here to say that I want to say that women are willing to are willing and capable for doing things, but they haven't given that opportunity because of their biological biological proof and on the psychological also. The customs and the social norms of the society of actually patriarchal society discriminate between genders, male and female. That's why they lack in certain things. After so many rules and regulations by the government for the child's marriage and abolition of child marriage, but still if we go to the census, we can see mostly around 60 to 50% girls, women of the nation are married between age of 14 to 18.
Okay. So guys, one more thing that I would like to suggest to you all of four, that if you are agree with somebody, if you disagree with somebody, do acknowledge. Okay, do counter if you agree and disagree with some point of thing. Okay, and don't wait for me that I will come and I'll give you an opportunity to talk with somebody else. I'll be here, but I want you to talk by your own. Okay, so now I have a question for you all guys. Actually, what I think, Navneet added woman has to leave home, her own father's home, to adjust herself in future husband home.
Yeah.
Should it be avoided or can it be avoided?
No, first of all, someone has to be compromised. Like this is our traditions where women is leaving the father's homes and going to the future husband. Okay, so we need to balance. Like so many persons right now in the current scenario don't want to means no any male wanted to go into the girl's house. Okay, I mean to say, always this is a tradition. Always girls is going to the husband's house. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I agree that women is sacrificing and has to sacrifice.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, you are absolutely
not
right.
good.
And in being a flag bearer of this patriarchal society. But let me come to the point. See, the point is, if a woman is sacrificing her family, don't you think males are also having a responsibility to let her feel the in-laws family more adjustable, try to be more good, like just try to help her out rather than dominating or some sort of things. But I do differ. I guess your opinions are a bit on the conservative side. Well, don't mind, but I have felt the same.
Okay.
Yeah, you are saying right, exactly.
I do agree.
See, it is biological our fault to be born as a female. So we really have to, bear the consequences till our death, till our last breath. Okay?
Oh boy.
So you people are fortunate. Let me come to the point. So you people are a bit fortunate, fine. So you people really have to, gain those kind of advantages. So just coming back to the point, if suppose you people are fortunate enough to take birth in this gender, then it is your responsibility also to, help out the another gender who is sacrificing too much for you. Likewise, if I see the incidents of domestic violence, if I see that this person, I seriously don't know the name, sorry, but this person has also told that, women must not have to, this is the system of the society that men has to go out to earn and women has to take care of the family. Fine, okay.
He hasn't mentioned has. He said is going.
No, the point is he is talking about the balance of the society, na? That women has to take care of the family by living in the house.
No, what my thing is, you took Alam in the wrong way. Alam shown you the reality of the society where woman is going and woman is sitting and men are going.
Actually, no, Raghav. Actually, you people, I think
misunderstood you.
My point.
Okay.
No.
So do I understand?
I was telling not that my opinion. I was saying about my society. Okay. I just interpreting about the society. This is not my point. Okay. I was telling the society's situation. Okay. I was going to counter, but you stopped me. Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't like this type of I don't like that particular scenario in our society. Okay. So just I'm just that time I try to introduce to overall the topic.
Okay, the current scenario of man and woman in society, right?
Yeah. So
you did that.
I was saying that. Yeah.
Fine.
I'm not agree about that. Yeah, exactly.
No, actually, I would like to interrupt here. Like, as Navneet said, women's always going to the husband's house. Okay. So what are you thinking? Like Navneet means what should be here so that you will feel like that women is not getting this kinds of sacrifice. Okay. What do you
see? First of all, I'm not against this tradition of, by not to going to the in-laws' house. It is a must tradition because we people are literally living in the Eastern Orientalist kind of country. The setup is just like the way. I'm not going against the setup. But what I'm saying is, being a male, it is a responsibility of the husband and the in-laws family to be more sympathetic towards the female and try to understand her in much more conducive way. Likewise, they are understanding the mistakes of their own daughter. Just treat her with equality. Give her that kind of leverage.
But
that's all.
This is doing by so many people. You can't say means every people is like that. Okay, it depends case to case.
First of all, it's not
okay.
people. Sorry for the interruption, but it is people.
Okay.
People is itself a plural.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We got that.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
so,
you.
yeah. So actually, it depends case to case basis. Okay. Like if you are going to our society and if you are means watching some violence in someone's house, doesn't means everybody means everyone's house having the same conditions. Okay. So it's a matter of thought, thinking, way of thinking.
Okay. Allow me to give one example so that will clear more about the domestic violence and gender equality a little bit. I am married guy. I have been 6 years for marrying, and I have a beautiful daughter as well. Now I always fight with my wife every single night. I beat her a little as well. I have been beating her since for last 4 years. She is educated enough. She is a teacher. Why she is not refusing it?
Okay,
she hasn't gone to police station to file a complaint.
Okay.
So what should I do? How can I do? Actually,
it is assumption question or it is real?
Maybe it is real or maybe it is the assumption. I'm just asking your people's demand. Answer on it. My wife isn't going outside to complain me. Even she's not telling her friend at least that I beat her every night. The reason behind conservative family, the way she was raised from her parent, that's the point. She was raised to tell people Pati Parmeshwar.
I think if anybody is doing like this act, I think he is a what I'm saying, mujrim.
Okay, domestic violence is a punishable offense. I understand.
It is actually, and that lady, you know what? If actually you are saying me, she is a teacher, then she is not well aware by her rights, and she is way to becoming that sort of lady of Satyug. She must not.
Yeah.
And she must have to talk to this National Commission of Women. Rather than getting beaten by the husband on daily basis, it's better for her to take divorce and settle out her family disputes, because she has to become a role model for her daughter. If she is not speaking, then it is a very welcoming effect for her daughter on psychological basis also, and she'll definitely hate the men from her core of heart, because if she has noticed this from her childhood that her father is beating her mother a lot without any reason, then she'll definitely don't come into this setup of marrying and all these sort of things. Why women are denying to get married before 30? Why the marriage age in educated Indians is getting delayed? This is the ultimate reason.
And if she didn't raise the voice against that activity, then she also convict and she also guilt. So it is also a punishable work. Why she didn't react about that? Why she didn't launch the FIR against that kind of person who continuously trying to humiliate her?
Because they are afraid to take this decision,
Yes, and she is not having a strong back, Males are very much fortunate to live in that family. They're having a home. They're having a, ghar of their own. They can easily say to their wife, okay, leave my house. But what about women? I was talking about this phenomena only. Suppose if we people are also owning a house while leaving parents, we can also say, okay, fine, if you are not keeping us in your home, we'll be leaving this home and we'll be going to our own house. Why should we live here? Because women are really very much having their own fear to protect themselves. from lots of criminal activities. You must know, I must not have to say about, but you are also living in India and you must be aware by rape cases and all. We women are having lots of fear in our brains. And we people sometimes also feel it's better to get beaten by a single man rather than to be get beaten in a society where you can't trust anyone, because it is so much shattering and disheartening for a woman to understand. I can give you an example. Sorry?
It's actually, I'm saying that the woman that is being humiliated for so long, it's also why she's not complaining, because it's
so that's
also
why some of the women.
No, I'm let me speak, please. I'm also saying that it's also about what people will say. I mean, if the woman is from a patriarchal family, like her mother, she is following her old tradition of her family, like for ages. And why she is not complaining? Because what people will say, she will felt embarrassed after complaining against her husband. The society will dominate her. Why should you have complained against your husband? Is your empathy, permission, and all stories they will apply on her. That's why they have been suppressed for so long, because of our customs and tradition which we are following for so long. We have to shift from that first of all, to change every thing and every perspective.
Well, as she said earlier, like she has no strong back as man does.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason.
That's the reason.
Financially also, exactly.
Okay, what I feel like.
Psychologically also.
Of course, financially and mentally, you need to be strong and have a back.
Exactly. Suppose someone has given us example like he beats his wife on daily basis. Suppose if this particular girl belongs to the richest family, will she be bearing a single slap? No. On a single, after one single minute, even she'll say to him that I am going to divorce you and I'll be filing out lawsuit against you.
Oh, wait a second.
That lady is suffering
I would like to. Yeah, I would like
economical background.
No, because of the unawareness, not economic. Finance doesn't help here a lot. Help here the awareness. She wasn't aware of the law. She was not raised by her family. No, you added more financial reason, which is not appropriate so far. You are partially right, but the same moment, awareness cost a lot. Awareness plays a lot of role in the woman empowerment. If you want to empower a woman, you need to see. Culture is always stop you. Our Hindu culture will stop you. Muslim culture will stop you. Every culture has their conservative thing for a woman. I won't say that, but this is your father who teaches you. For your betterment, who will say you no.
Let me complete my point. I was not wrong at that time. Fine. Let me speak up. What I was trying to say is, if suppose a woman is coming from an influential family and has completed her studies in a very reputed institution, she must not be bearing these kind of things. Because you have told me financial condition is nothing. Let me tell you ground reality. Financial condition is everything. And if I am financially sound, if I'm having 5, 6 or millions, of dollars in my account, then why will I be bearing these kind of things?
Yeah, that's a very good reason.
That's the ground reality. And let me tell you one thing, I was not wrong at that time. Moreover, I believe that, these things, financial things play a vital role.
Well, I didn't say you're wrong. I say you're partially right. If you're partially right, that doesn't mean you're wrong. Means you're partially right. Right. So what I said, mental stage plays a major role as compared to the financial. Suppose my woman, we have 6 years of marriage relationship, right? We have 4 years. I have been beating her for 4 years. She's a teacher, but she is not mentally prepared. She got the money of 20,000 as a teacher. She is not mentally strong. That's why she is not leaving me, and she chose to get bitten by me every single night. Just because of mentally. She can't buy, she can hire 5,000 rupees, the same room, and she can build her own career by getting divorced from me. But why she's not getting divorced from me? Taking, even, filing a complaint on my name, just because of mental preparedness. She isn't empowered enough, and not mental prepared at very first time. Thing I would like to clear here. So tell me where the financial role plays. So do you bear
Well,
violence? Do you wear violence just because of you want fancy life? I don't think so.
you have taken it another way.
I
It was
have just
about
taken in a
psychological
normal way.
pressure.
No, I just took in a logical way. Now you complete. I'm done.
It also
Well, I
depends on the
think what
society, culture, like class of peoples also. If you are looking to the higher class of people, then they will never tolerate, such kinds of things. And if you are going to look for a middle class people, then most of the middle class women sacrificing a lot comparison to the high classes society.
that's the point.
Because literacy also
Exactly.
play an
First of all,
important role in
I
this.
think
All
if
these.
you will grow villages and if you think about the villages, I think these kind of activity happen on a daily basis. Okay, so even I'm telling you about my family. I think it is 4 years ago's story. My sister's marriage. Then that husband was every time humiliate her, try to beat her, and even not respect her. And it is a big problem for our family. What do we do? At that time, my father was really a very traumatic situation, and I'm also very, very, very feeling pain. What I can do for my sister. But one day I go the home and I try to talk about the man, and I ask, and I continuously conversation with him at least 4 to 5 hours. Then he told me also that what is the problem exactly. Then I asked my sister's problem, what is the problem, because if anywhere the battle or quarrel, it is like it is not, you can say it is not from one side. It is from two sides. So I ask also my sister. Then you can say I succeed to solve that problem, and yeah. So if you will go and if you will search on the reality, who is real culprit and who is the real where is the real problem, then you can find the situation and you can try to problem solve. But yeah, it is a fact. Our patriarchal system is dominate on the woman. It is really a fact, and it is like a disease. So we people think about that. How can I cover up? How can I solve these kind of matters?
Yeah, that's the main point. That how can we solve? We cannot think about what is happening. We have to think about what will happen if we cannot solve this problem.
No, here we are always giving the priority to women. Always, it's not like that. Okay, we are encouraging to the girls. Okay, like in terms of education, professionalism, and every terms. You can see nowadays women is participating in every sector. And they are doing well. Okay. So now, if we talk about some kinds of social problem, okay, so we need to change complete traditions, like women's always thinking about the society, okay. If she will do any kinds of work, then what society will say. That is the main question. They always think about that, but the man is don't mind it, okay. If he will do some kinds of illegal work, then it's accepted. But if some women will do, then it will be
It will be
great
judged on
crime.
her character.
Yeah, character, that is the main point. Okay. So we are always looking girls in terms of character. And if you are having like so many girlfriends, then it's your they will appreciate you. But if same will do by the girls, then you can understand.
She will be characterless. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a point of mentality. Okay. We are if we do some things, then okay, but she can't do. This is the problem in our society. Okay.
So
That
now,
is the
so
problem
far
of
we have
Indian
discussed a lot of
upbringing.
things. Now, coming to the main point, we understood exactly the definition of gender equality. Now, tell me the second phase of this discussion is how to empower a woman so that we can get rid of from these problems, these
very
events,
clear
domestic violence and others.
Yeah, it's very clear that they should get to know their rights, and for that they have to be literate enough to go through law and file to stand on their rights. I mean to say that they should be literate first, and the government, it is a role of government also as well as society to encourage encourage the women to study and go for higher studies also, because if you see that mostly women in India just study till 12th class, 10th standard.
But now scenario change. Now
It's changing.
It's being changed, not changed,
Changing
almost.
actually.
being changed. Or
Almost. Means you can see an education line. Okay. Maximum girls scoring a good marks, and you can see in every places, like women is there. Even in my company, I'm talking about personally. I would like to happy to say about that. In one of the plants available in my company in Coimbatore. Okay, so you need to accept. I would like to say each and every employees working in that plants, they are female. Even from worker to plant head. No
Here
any
is my
males
one
are there.
question. Here is my
Okay.
one question.
So we are already encouraging women. Okay.
But how they still lack? That's the question arises.
What?
But they still lack in getting their rights.
Raghav, here is my one question.
Okay.
Just my brother, what name? I forgotten that name. What is that
Deepak,
name?
Sam, Navneet.
Yeah, I don't know.
My name is
He just earlier. Yeah. So he told women, even girls, good in education, and they are toppers in CBSE board and board exam something. But if you will see the real situation, where they lost in our society, we saw on the 10 or 12 as a topper. But if we will try to find, and if you will try to search or trace after 5 years, after 6 years, 7 years, even 10 years, then maybe so many girls, number of girls, I'm not saying, number of girls left that education. Even they are not to continue that education. They are not to go higher education. They are not go to in a professionalism. Why? I think it is a big question.
But many in many cases, most of the girls will not never stop their study despite marriage. They will keep continue higher education.
Yeah,
Well, Navneet, you had to add something here.
Some girls continue. I agree with this. Some girls continue. I agree with this. But I'm saying about number of girls. Okay, and if we are talking number of girls, I'm not just. It is not like a fiery speech or like fiery question. Okay, if you will go and you will search about the reality, then you can find a number of girls. Even I haven't searched about that, but I have read an article about I think the Hindu. The number of percentage of girls who topper on the school and college basis, even the 10, 12, they discontinued their education. Why? If you compare the boys ratio about the boys and girls, then you will see girls discontinue more than boys. Why?
Navneet,
Yes.
any answer you have? Why girl
No,
discontinued?
that's it. I guess they have discussed it a lot. So I thought I really don't have any sort of new input.
Actually, I do have the answer for this, sir. May I?
Okay.
Surely.
Because Alam sir said that the girls do not continue after graduation or after 12th, or they just graduate. That's all. Actually, the matter is also about financial matter also. If there is in a family, a father is earning around 10,000 or 20,000, okay, and there are and he has two children. One is a son and one is a daughter. Okay, so and now he has to pay fees for. Now he has the chance to pay school fees for only one. So who will he pay?
He'll be prioritizing the boy. That's
Boy.
it, because
Yeah,
he believes it. Boy will be living with him. The girl will be, leaving the house.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the reason. Because that's the rule. Actually, we are following a rule which is we are
Which
following
is actually based exactly for the upliftment of the male gender only. That's it.
It has been following for thousands of years, and we cannot change in
Yeah.
a moment. We have to.
We should not.
Not we should not.
Why
we
should
must.
not, because
We must.
No, we should not. Let it be in the manner only.
and
Because it's the
but still you are saying that you want gender equality.
No. I believe Navneet, you don't want gender equality. We must do that. If we don't take a step, how could it be? See, I have got a child. I have 6-year-old child. If I don't teach her what is equality, if I don't teach her her rights, against harassment or child abuse. Suppose a 6-year-old girl, what I should teach her? Good touch and bad touch. If I don't keep on encouraging her.
I have also attended self-defense classes and all,
That's
most
what.
of the boys in my class, the boys were not inclined to use these kind of things. Why? Because I've understood being born in this gender, in this particular country, I have to save myself from, from the predators, at each and every step of my life. So, these kind of values have been inculcated in this Indian society, that boys will be given a preference as compared to the girl child. And it will definitely take a long time, I guess, more than 100 years.
Okay, fine. No,
to be
more
changed.
than 100. Yeah,
at 10%, I guess.
Because,
at 10% even.
Because it's about I'm not talking about religion, but I'm not targeting any particular religion. But I'm just saying that if we go through religions and religious
I
books,
can
we will
agree
get
with
here.
you.
For example, if we go to if we study Mahabharata, when an epic story, but still there is when it faces there women there in Hindu. Sorry, I'm not targeting. Actually, let me clear myself. I'm not targeting any particular religion or community. I'm just giving an example. Okay. For example, I've read in a Mahabharata that there are 8 types of varnas, forms of marriage, in which 4 are considered good and other 4 are considered bad. First 4 are, and which 4 are good are that women's inheritance does not inherit any her father's property. After marriage, she belongs only to her husband. And Kanyadan, it's actually what Kanyadan, dowry, has been used because it's the duty of father. It's the 4th form that the duty of father is to donate, give gifts and
a hefty amount for marrying the daughter.
Yeah, that's that there are
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Still, I'm waiting for him.
I think she has gone.
No, everybody's available on my phone. Sam?
Yeah, I'm here only.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
Sam has some difficulties. Fine. So Sam was completing some sort of like example from Hindu marriage system, I guess, like from ancient time. Of course, see, the culture is binding here not to progress more, right? Of course, we have a culture that after marriage, woman has to leave home and should belong to the husband. That's why
Mm.
that's why in a law we have woman is taking surname of husband, leaving her father's surname.
Mm.
Again, it's a kind of culture. It was a culture, and now it became kind of constitution in India. How and why? So see, women need to be empowered. In the same scenario, we need to stop wrong and fake empowerment as well. Hello.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh, because see, what I saw, if I go to any government office, I'm talking about the ground reality, huh? Not for so fake empowerment. If I go to ground reality, if I go to get the one thing done, if suppose there is one position, two people, male and female, so a female will be harassed for the same, and a man will be asked for money for the same particular position. Do you agree with me? Mostly. Hello?
Yeah, I do agree.
Hello?